Hello and welcome to Steps to Success, episode number 5. Special edition out here, guys. We got a whole full hand now. A whole full hand. You know, it wasn't too long ago that someone close to me asked, what are you grateful for? I paused for a second and I quickly responded that I'm grateful for patience. You see, they were kind of surprised. They say, why are you grateful for patience today? You have a lot to be grateful for. Truthfully, guys, without patience, I could not accomplish anything that I have or anything that I plan to. See, patience is how you avoid the feeling of being in a rat race. I first discovered that when I first discovered what the term rat race mean. I never knew what the term rat race actually meant. And then I found out, through YouTube and such, that rat race is when you feel like you are moving in a cycle, but you aren't getting anywhere. So you feel like you're doing something, but you really aren't getting anywhere, really internally. So when I figured that out, I realized and assessed my situation and was like, dang, I kind of feel like this. I feel like I'm in a rat race. How do I get out of this feeling? And, my journey was to, become an entrepreneur and realize what really drove me to fulfillment. That's how I discovered how to get out of my rat race. But quickly I realized that being an entrepreneur, and this is what a lot of people think, that just because you're an entrepreneur, you aren't in a rat race. I'm here to tell you that's not true. It's not true at all. And what's also true is that you must be able to evaluate yourself and your situation and really assess and figure out if you are in a rat race, because the only person that'll know is you. It's not like you actually working, on a training wheel and you running around the training wheel and everybody can see and they can tell you like, bro, you in a rat race. That ain't the case. The reality of it is that the rat race feeling is inside of you. If you feel unfulfilled, but you're yet pushing so hard and not getting anywhere, then that's the feeling of being in a rat race. And if that's you, then you came to the right place. You know what it is. Steps to Success, episode 5. Let's cover 3 steps on why you need to practice patience in your life. Step number 1, work towards your dreams or goals. We've all heard the term, be patient, those phrases, be patient, don't worry. Don't worry, be patient, it'll happen, don't worry. I'm sure we're all very familiar with that. However, what does that really mean? So, for me, I can tell you what it means. I believe in those phrases, obviously, be patient, don't worry. That's good. But what I also believe in is to be proactive versus reactive. When you're proactive and not reacting to what is happening to you, yet you're making it happen, then you're letting patience actually take its course. You have more things to be patient about. You letting more things that as you move forward, that's gonna meet you halfway. You're opening yourself up to more opportunities versus just being patient and being reactive, waiting on a phone call, whatever it is, whatever your cycle is, waiting on somebody to tell you what to do versus you doing it and then seeing how they liked it. It's a major difference in mindset. Step number 2, the universe works in your favor. Guys, the universe wants you to win. As you plant seeds into the universe and you keep watering them, eventually they'll sprout. It's like the bamboo tree, right? Now, we know that a bamboo tree, it takes about 75 years for it to even grow about like 6 or 7 inches, something like that. And then after that 75-year mark, the bamboo tree just sprouts and grows to be, 10, 11 feet. And it's also like the Sahara. Let me show you guys. All of these cactuses around here, right? These cactuses have been around here for hundreds of years. Probably took 100 years, 300 years just for the cactus to look like that. But what happened was, at first it was planted. The seed was planted. And it's the same with you. Whatever your cactus or whatever your cycle is, all you have to do is have patience. And the way that you'll be able to accomplish the sprouting of that trees and of these, whatever you have is faith, right? Having faith in the universe, knowing that there's something that you can't even imagine that's waiting for you. But also, the way you get there is by having patience. You gotta have patience, right? And faith gives you patience. So knowing and having comfort that the universe wants you to win, that as long as you plant the seeds, much like the cactuses that you guys, see around me, what happened first is that the seed was planted, then the universe did the work. So do your part. Go ahead and work towards your stuff now. Don't wait for nothing. Work towards it now and have faith that the universe wants you to win. And that'll make you patient. That'll keep you being patient right there. That'll make you not feel like you're in a rat race. Whether you're sitting behind a desk right now, making calls at a call center, and you feel like there's nothing in that job, I can tell you that it is. Because the growth isn't in the job, it's within yourself. Step number 3, time is an illusion. Guys, as we know, the essence of time and what it means to let time pass by and what it means to spend time, what those things mean, we always find ourselves really feeling the same way inside, no matter if 5 years done pass by or maybe even 10 or 15. For the most part, you know, you speak to your elders, you speak to anybody older around you, they'll tell you that they feel the same way that they felt inside when they were 20 years younger. They 70 now, and they still feel the same way. And the truthfulness of that is that I myself, when I was young and I used to be like, man, when I was like 3 or 4 or 5, you know, you got older cousins, they playing outside and you gotta be inside because they playing the big boy games, but you ain't there yet. So you like, man, I can't wait to be able to do this, can't wait. And then that day comes, right? And then what happens is you can't wait to do something else. Now you're 10, 11, you're able to go outside and play football in the backyard, but now you see you got cousins that's driving now. You got older siblings that's driving now. So now you're like, man, I can't wait to drive. Why can't I drive? I need to drive, right? And then you drive. Now you're so excited. You're able to pull off in the car and drive off by yourself, play the music however you want to play it, right? Listen to all the new music that your parents tell you to turn down. What is that they playing? Now you're excited. You're on top of the world. You got siblings, your parents ask you to pick them up. You're like, oh, okay. Of course. I can't wait to pick them up. You need me to go to the store too? You want me to pick up some eggs, some milk, whatever. You got a job, you're like, okay, yeah, I can work extra. I can drive there. All of these things are new to you. So the newness of all these things, you're excited to experience them more. And with the more experiences that you get, you see that you eventually become tired of what you're doing. You eventually start waiting on something else. And that's a horrible way to spend your life waiting on the next thing. We've all experienced that same thing, right? We've all experienced those phases of life. And if you realize and look back at those phases of life, we felt incomplete because we felt like there was something that we were missing, that there was something in the future for us to get, not really grasping the fullness of the moment. What I'm telling you today is, with time being an illusion, you're gonna be 40. You know, if you're 20 right now, you're gonna be 40 in the blink of an eye. And you're gonna feel the same way you felt at 20 years old. And the dreams and the ambitions and all that you had, you probably can store them away and lock them away and, you know, act like you don't feel them no more if you never accomplished them. But the bottom line is, more than most likely, you're still gonna have those same feelings to accomplish. And you can realize that you had the time to accomplish it. It's just about what you did with the time. The only way to be fully immersed in the moment is to be patient and to be okay with yourself right now. Be okay with whatever process that you chose. And if you're young, be okay to choose a different process. Don't feel like you have to stick to what somebody is telling you, because that's not true. We all change our mind, but I can tell you, set a plan and stick to it, because time is of the essence. It is an illusion, but at the same time, time is always now. Work for the moment. Don't work to try to figure out something in the future. Work right now and feel happy right now, and what will happen is the future will be now. That's what happens, guys. We speak about waiting for something, right? Can't wait to be 18, right? Can't wait to be 16 to drive. I can't wait to be able to go outside by myself. All these things, they all happen. It's going to happen. And it happened, yes, because you progressed in age, but also because you set your mind to it. So whatever you choose, guys, you set your mind to it, it'll happen.
That's right.
No doubt, no doubt. See, look at that. We believe it. You guys be easy. I appreciate you joining me today. And, you know, stay tuned for another episode of Steps to Success. Have a good day.